Well, I am an admirer of Elisa's. Elisa has even worked for me, and the fact is that she is talented.
What's it called? Carmen and Friends?
Kermit and Friends.
Kermit. But if
Kermit,
you're saying
like
not
the
to
frog?
do,
Yeah,
wait.
I actually have watched a few hours of Kermit and Friends.
How many hours have you watched, Natalie?
Oh, no. Probably indulged in 8 hours.
Holy.
My wife and I watched Benji's ex-girlfriends or whatever's going on. We watched this crazy podcast, and I have to say, this is one of the probably in the top 5 things I think about right now.
She has a podcast, but she gets to come on the radio. It is craziness upon craziness.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Kermit and Friends. I'm Elisa. This is Fozzie here, and Kermit is watching from heaven. Did everyone have a nice, enjoyable week this week? I hope so. We have an amazing show, some very unique people coming on the show today. We have a money and wealth expert. We have my legal counsel. We have surprises. I'm going to be roasted today. I just hope you all are ready and are in a good place mentally prepared for this episode. I'm going to bring on Sugar, my co-host. Sugar, what is that?
I dressed up like a financial consultant to make our guests feel welcome. This is my financial consultant outfit.
Wow, that is a good outfit.
I like
that.
it.
Is perfect. Yeah, that's absolutely perfect. This woman, she's amazing. So okay, I'm going to tell you a little bit about her. She's a single mom. Mm-hmm. She's a prodigy coach. So she coaches people. I think she coaches people on how to get rich. She's going to teach us how to be rich today. That'll be good, right?
Does she have cool visors though? Because that's what I'm really looking for in a financial consultant.
Well, yeah, because they're an advisor. I don't think so. So far I don't see a visor on her yet, but she will advise us. Yeah.
Is that why accountants wear visors? Because that's my first question. Accountants wear visors. And the reason I know this is because I like to wear visors, and every time I put it on and look, I'm like, well, I look like I'm about to do someone's taxes. And that was why when you said, well, how can you have a financial advisor outfit? I'm like, I think I have one.
I really think that does look very appropriate. You even have a little pin, a cute pin. I can imagine a financial advisor wearing that. And a tie and
I'm a slutty financial advisor. But I mean, I can slut up anything. Like I could put on the nicest outfit in the world, and it's like, oh, you're a slutty cop, or oh, you're a slutty waitress. And no, I'm just a waitress. For some reason, on me. I actually borrowed this from my mom. She actually uses this calculator. She doesn't like the one on her phone. She doesn't trust it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I was hiring.
And it doesn't work. It gives you the wrong answers.
Really? Now, if I was hiring a financial advisor, I don't think it would be a slutty financial advisor. I want them to have no sex. I want my advisor to have I don't want them to be distracted by anything.
Sluttiness is not really the main thing that you
I want them to be uptight, if anything. I want my financial advisor to be very uptight, no sex. Asexual financial advisor is perfect.
Yeah.
But the good news is, Sugar, is I always feel like I'm not, smart enough to be, making these investments that she's talking about. But, her son is 13 and he made $100,000 in a day.
I believe it. I have a Robinhood account, and if we could ask her about that, I have cryptocurrency and I have a Robinhood account, and I'm not sure what will happen in the future, but I would say at this point, I wish I'd invested like 10 times what I initially invested because I was cautious, and I've actually done really well on it.
You've done well? Mm-hmm. In Robinhood you have? Oh, okay.
Robinhood, yeah. I mean, I'm not buying up the houses around my house to like create a compound or anything. I'm not like.
So you're not doing that well.
Beach property, no, but I'm happy. I'm letting it ride.
Oh, I'm getting a call. Okay, here's another financial advisor calling me. Kermit and Friends.
Hey, Lisa, it's Gonzo.
Hey, Gonzo, what's up?
Gonzo.
I had some bad news about our friend Johnny B. He threw. Do you know what an MRE is?
No.
It's like one of those meal-ready meal. They like give them to people in the military.
Like a meal prep?
Anyways, yeah. Well, it's like you don't need heat or anything to start it. You just open it and it it comes prepared. But anyway, they're very heavy.
So there's some bad news about this? What's the bad news?
Johnny B got frustrated and he threw him at Lori and he hit Lori on camera with the MREs and I had to drop him as a client.
Oh no! All right, yeah, that doesn't sound like a good client.
Is Lori okay?
Yeah, I'm sure she's fine. Lori's fine, right? Did she survive the attack? She's not fine? Wait, I'll be right back.
I haven't heard from her since.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I will follow up. So I hope she's around to do the wrap-up show today.
I mean, even if she's physically fine, that's emotionally very difficult.
Yeah, that's upsetting. Thank you for calling in, Gonzo. Gonzo's like obsessed with Johnny B.
I know, it's so funny.
He's obsessed. Okay, so really quick before I go to my financial advisor and also, my lawyer, I just want to ask Alex Hooper if he thinks we're smart enough to be in the stock market. What do you think, Alex?
Definitely not. I don't think either of you have any idea what you're talking about.
You have a triangle head, so I don't think that it holds that much weight because your head is literally the shape of a triangle.
It's a rhombus. Thank you very much, Sugar. There is a flat part on top that then goes down and then flattens out underneath. So please take a geometry lesson before you try to go after me. Okay.
I know that was my one thing. I thought he's gonna come after me, and I'm like, I got triangle, and then I'm done, man.
No, but Sugar, he's supposed to be roasting us. I'm muting Sugar. Go ahead, Alex.
Honestly, Sugar, you look like an astronaut from 1940s Greenwich, Connecticut. Like there's nothing I can say about this entire thing you have going on. I wouldn't take financial advice from either of you. And this is coming from someone who's wearing a kimono in front of a DMT tapestry, and I still won't listen to either one of you.
Oh my gosh! I really thought people would listen to us. We're on the show. Like we have some credibility here. You don't think so, Alex? Yeah, because we're on the internet, right? So we have credibility.
Oh, right. The internet is a very exclusive place, super difficult club to get into. I had to wait in line for years while a bouncer kept telling me I wasn't good enough. So by all means, you guys are doing great.
Sugar, what do you think about me having Alex on to roast us? You like that?
I love it. And I wanted to roast him, but on his Twitter, there's a picture of him doing yoga with a pug dog, and I just can't be mad.
Yeah,
I can't roast someone who does yoga with a pug dog.
That's very true. And she's a Korean pug too. So that I'm also doing my part for humanity. So, taking them in from all over the world. I mean, Sugar, I do have to say, you look like the director of a casting couch video that Kermit is doing background, or Eliza's doing background on. This is a beautiful look.
Wait, I'm not good enough to be like one of the main stars in the porn.
You're almost there. Almost. Very, very close.
I love this guy. He's good, right? I'm going to bring him on throughout the
great.
show. He's good.
I love him.
All right, wait, let me just go real quick to my lawyer, Dan. Dan, if I get upset by that roaster, what can I do? Are there any legal repercussions?
Yeah. Listen, there's tremendous amounts of precedent here. Even though you invited him to roast you, in a sense, you could say you caused it. But actually, in actual fact, the fact that he went as far as he did, I think you actually have tremendous precedent here. By the way, I've been working on your case to claim sugar as a dependent, and I think it's going well. So I think pretty soon that we're going to get that done, and then we're going to refile all your taxes, and then after that, I think we can make enough money for you to invest in the stock market, despite what Alex had to say.
It's good to have a lawyer around. It really is.
Yeah, I'm available 24/7, by the way. I'm always in this chair. I always have the headset on. So anytime you need me, you just contact me and I'm ready to go.
Wow. Okay, everybody, welcome to the show. She's a single mother. She's a genius, okay? She has 2 children earning 6 figures. One child is earning 6 figures. The other is earning 7 figures per year. She's actively serving in the U.S. Armed Forces. She's raised by a single mom with 6 children, recently returned from Germany, serving active duty. It's Prodigy coach Janelle Jones.
Hello. I'm happy to be here.
I'm so happy you're here. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm just thrilled. When Erica, Coach Love, booked you, I watched you on her show, and I was so impressed. I know you're having a course. You have a course that's taught by you. Can you just tell me a little bit about your background and a little bit about your course?
Okay, sure. So my name is Janelle Jones. I am the creator of Parenting a Prodigy, and I'm also a certified John Maxwell coach. So you have a coaching background in leadership because, John Maxwell is the guru of leadership. And I've served in the Army for 26 years. So my leadership style and background, I have a plethora of experience. I love children. I've always loved children. And so by me coaching my children, instead of coaching adults, to teach how to create multiple streams of passive, I said, you know what? If I'm going to help somebody, let me help my kids first. And then be the proof in the pudding that I can do this with people with no background, no degrees, no formal education. And it's just a matter of being willing to be coachable and listening and executing. So I coach both of my kids how to make passive income. And it's working for me and them because now they can take care of themselves.
Wow. And your one child, the Truth Jones, his name is, right? Is that his name? Yeah. He was just 13 when he had a return in a day of like $80,000. Can you tell us
$78,000? Yeah. Yeah.
Can you tell us how to do that?
Absolutely. He does. So what he business is he teaches people how to invest in the stock market and day trade. And so how he made that $78,000 return, he put $2,000 into a Tesla option trade. And the only thing difference between options and stocks is options have an expiration date, stocks don't. And so that's the biggest difference. And so he put it in an option trade. He let it run for like 3 months. And like I said, he invested $2,000, got a $78,000 return, and he took it out, cashed it. And you just do that, a couple times a year and you're really good. You don't even have to trade a lot. So
he put $2,000 of his own money in. How much money did you give him? Because at 13, you don't really have $2,000 laying around.
You don't. But see, at 8 years old, he became an author. And so I made him go out. The hardest thing to do for people to do is to get used to rejection. And so at 8 years old, he wrote a book and I made him go sell his book door to door. He sold 500 books in 90 days and he was selling them for $10. So he made $5,000. We took we coop the money for the book and, get it printed and all that stuff. And then he kept the profits. Then he started investing and started building up his money from there. And so I always taught them how to go make their own money. Because of course, again, I'm a United States military officer, been in for 26 years. I can be deployed anywhere in the world and not be around my children. And so the one thing I don't take for granted is time. I don't want to wait till they get 18 or till they get 21 to teach them how to go out here and be independent and financially independent. I want to teach them now, because should something happen, then I know financially they're okay. You know, they can bounce back. Even if somebody was to rob them and take all their money, they have it up here. They can get it back again. So.
Okay, so Janelle, everybody here wants to be in your position, okay?
Yeah.
So they have questions for you. Let's take T-Bob, Trumpster Bob. What's your question for Prodigy Coach Janelle?
I love that.
Okay, you surprised me bringing me on here this week. You sound very interesting.
Bob, your internet is really bad. What the heck's going on, Bob?
She'd be good. I just want to know if she.
All right, no. Fix your internet. It's horrible, Bob. It's so bad. It's not good. Fix your internet. Oh my God! Every time I see him by himself, he's doing great, and I'm very impressed. Okay, so let's bring on Barry. Barry, what's your question for Prodigy Coach Janelle? Barry. Barry.
Hi, Elisa. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm on with the Prodigy Coach.
Okay.
She can make you rich, Barry.
Because
ask her a question.
Okay. My question was for your lawyer, not for the financial planner. I had a question for your attorney.
What's your question?
You can bring me back in a little bit.
What's the question, Barry? What's the question? Just say the question.
For the attorney?
Yeah, I'm just curious what it is.
Okay. So basically, I was wrongfully incarcerated for 18 months. As you know, and in the Federal Bureau of Prisons. And my charges were dropped in the end in all felonies. And they coerced me into pleading guilty to 2 misdemeanors, which are now being vacated. But the BOP violated their own policies by dumping me in the street. And as you know, once your sentence is up, you're supposed to be released to a halfway house or to they're supposed to find you placement. And it's a policy. I'm curious to know if I have a lawsuit or not.
I'm not sure, Barry, that I can defend the fact that you were wrongfully incarcerated. It seems to me, from what you're describing, they may have been right to incarcerate you. Now, the method by which they released you is a different thing, but it seems to me like they were probably right to incarcerate you, Barry. Is what I'm thinking.
I can't hear.
I'll tell you what he said. He said that you were not wrongfully accused. You were rightfully accused.
Hold on. This guy keeps calling in, and I'm having issues. Basically, what happened was.
We'll sue the internet for him.
Yeah, I got to relog in, Elisa. because this guy keeps calling.
So basically, he's pretty much guilty, right, Dan?
I think he's guilty. I think there's, frankly, he should probably continue to run, because I think they're going to incarcerate him again with the things he's saying right now.
Absolutely agree. Yeah, that's very obvious. Okay. So now I'm going to bring on Coach Love, who will have a good question. Beautiful Coach Love, you're on with Prodigy, Coach Janelle. Question.
Thank you. What's my question for Coach Janelle? You know what? How about this? If someone were to do just one thing, what would be the first thing they should do in order to increase their wealth?
Definitely learn how to invest. Get a mentor. Let's say that. Get a mentor, because your mentor is where you want. So they've already made all the mistakes, invested in coaches, and can get you there faster. So definitely get a mentor.
Get a mentor. So how do you get a mentor, though? Are people just out there wanting to mentor people that have no experience?
Yes, people are good at what they do. They love to give back. They love to coach and teach people how to do it. And so a lot of times you find somebody in your lane that, like I said, they're where you want to be. You'll get your rejections. Some of them act like, I don't have time. You're going to waste my time. But several people will love to give back and help you, because that's what they do. And it's something they love to talk about. So it's really not taking up their time. They love to teach other people. However, you got to show them some results. So you got to execute. You can't just waste their time. So, yeah.
Okay. All right, Bob, you're back.
Hey, Bob.
So are you married?
I am not married yet.
I'm not married. So maybe we can hook up and we don't even got to change name.
Oh, okay. That makes it easy. I like that. I don't have to change no paperwork.
Okay, well, you have to get me. My number's over. I was giving it to her.
But she's not dating anyone with that bad of internet. There's just no way. It's impossible. Okay. All right. Sharman Smith, you're on with the Prodigy coach, Janelle Jones.
I love what you do. You turned your children into millionaires by the time they were teenagers. College is taken care of. They're going to be able to support themselves and be independent. What other advice, other than getting an investment or getting a mentor, do you have for parents of young children to help teach them how to manage their money? Right? That's a skill that is missed in schools, and a lot of parents don't understand money or credit. And so they don't know how to teach their kids. What is the first thing you tell your parent friends on what to do with their kids for their money? We want your tips and tricks.
Okay, cool. I would definitely tell my friends to, one, start learning for themselves, because your kids are definitely going to emulate you. So if you're bad with money and credit, more than likely they're going to repeat the process. So definitely start learning it for yourself and start teaching them as you're learning. Don't hide it from them. Don't sugarcoat it. Let them know what your bills are, what your finances are. I know me growing up, your parents about money, you never knew about a tax return, you never knew any of that stuff. So it's all new as you're becoming an adult, and the language is new. And it shouldn't be new. It should be familiar, where you can, the kids can learn and ask intelligent questions, and you will be surprised at how resourceful these kids are. The first time I told my son no, because he wanted to start investing, and he was 9, and I didn't think he was ready. He went and researched, and he came back to me and was all the jargon and all the language. So the kids are very respectful. They have their internet, so don't be afraid to put them in different programs.
Okay, yes, Kermit and Friends.
Hey, Elisa, this is over here. I want to call you, tell you that you look beautiful, and that I love you, of course. And I had a question for Janet. I think it's so great the work you're doing with children. I grew up kind of in a power situation. Sort of. I've always had kind of family middle class, upper class. My grandma's brother owns a jet. But in terms of my own career, I was career in insurance, and I'm about to get a car and then go door to door. Do you have any advice or wisdom for me as a young budding entrepreneur?
Wait, you're selling insurance door to door?
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay. All right. So you're asking me to ask Janelle what? What's the question?
Well, your kids went and sold books door to door. And so what was like
Eric, you're breaking up so bad. What is wrong with people today? Eric, just come on camera. You were on camera before. Where'd you go?
Yes, I hope you can hear me better. Janet, what would you say behind your kid succeeding in door-to-door?
Door-to-door sales. Okay, great question. Just try to get on camera. Yeah. Okay, all right, so door-to-door sales, nobody should do that, right? I mean, your kids were very cute when they were doing that, but as an adult, do you recommend door-to-door sales?
It's, with the current environment, a little bit more dangerous because everybody has their guard up a little bit with COVID. However, I would say if you're doing any kind of sales, find a great marketing coach that has receipts. They have to have receipts. If you don't have receipts, I don't want to talk to you. But if you have a great marketing coach that can teach you how to market and sell on the internet and actually have customers looking for you, that you have the, you can solve the problem they need solved, and you don't have to look for customers. Your calendar will be booked and you'll make thousands of dollars daily without having to look for customers and be able to close the deal because they already showed up with knowing that you could solve the problem that they have. Yeah.
Okay. And so if people want to take your course, how do they find this course?
It's parentingaprodigy.com, parentingaprodigy.com.
Parentingaprodigy.com. And is it like a week course? Is it like, how long does it take to
no, the initial course is just about the mindset and leadership. It's about 6 weeks, and we go into it. We do activities. We talk about it because I don't care how much money you make. If you don't have the mindset to keep it, then it doesn't matter. You're going to lose this. It's going to be like being a lottery winner. You win a lot of money, but you end up broken in a worse situation than before. So.
Right. Okay. So you have to be somewhat smart to do this. So our whole audience will not be making as much as your son has made. I mean, Alex, you don't think this kind of audience would benefit? It's a special person that would be able to make that kind of money, right, Alex?
I mean, I have to say, I really respect Janelle by not making anything of her own career and forcing her kids to make money for her, to support her. I just think, what a beautiful relationship from parent to child. You know, make your kids do it for you.
I mean, I don't have any kids, but I have a dog, you know, and I wish my dog would make some money. I tried to get him into modeling. I know you're using your dog.
Oh, always. I mean, this one is my moneymaker right here. We also have the same face. We're twins. So there you go. Yay.
Alex, I actually read on your Instagram today that you quit your job. You had some kind of job. Someone employed you. Who was that?
Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna name names, but for 11 years I did work for a major theme park that rhymes with Booniversal Gudios. So I did work there for up to the pandemic, but no more. Nope, I'm flying free by the seat of my pants.
And what inspired you to leave that job? Because you made a big post about it, you made a big deal about it. Were you worried when you quit?
No, I mean, I wouldn't say I was worried. I was just, I was ready to just be my own entrepreneur, be my own leader, and realize that I'm far enough along in my career that I don't need this anymore. And so no more putting on a name tag and a uniform I don't want to do. I only do things now that I like to do, which I'm sure Janelle is a big proponent of. Do the things that you love to do.
Absolutely. Yeah. Don't waste your time with door-to-door sales, right, Eric?
Right. Absolutely. Be the change you want to see. See the change you want to be, right, Elisa? And,
yeah. So, Eric, we've actually had a problem recently together because you sent me a bunch of nude videos and you didn't want me to put them on the internet anymore. And I was wondering what my lawyer would say about that. So, Dan, if I receive nude videos from someone, and it's to my Kermit and Friends email address, can I use them on Kermit and Friends? What do you think, Dan?
Oh, absolutely. There's no question.
And let me
not only can you use them, but you can charge people for them, and I think that's how you make the money that you want to get to invest in Janelle's program.
Yeah, and let me preface that first too, because I didn't plan on that coming out on Kermit and Friends, but I'm not opposed to it either because I feel like the whole idea of being like a rock star is to share love with people and be kind to others, so it did it had a polarity, so it kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but it also kind of rubbed me the right way, so I don't want you to feel like, I'm like so against this, because I was looking at couples in love on the internet, which is why I sent that to you. And I think it's kind of a beautiful thing actually when couples do share that and they go, wow. So I didn't want you to take that the wrong way.
I don't think you want to put rub the wrong way and porn video in the same sentence.
Why is that? How come?
It's a torturous complaint. That's why.
Absolutely. Well, we don't want to torture each other here. Artists, self torturing is kind of one of our specialties, right? And how did you two meet, by the way?
He's my lawyer. He's representing me. He's my legal counsel. So anytime I have a problem, I could just go to him.
And even if she doesn't have a problem, I'm available to create one if we need to make some money.
Oh, I like that. Absolutely. The antagonism, has been a lot of fun as well. I've been telling Elisa since I met her, I said like, hey, I know Nicki Minaj's lawyer. He's a great guy. I don't think he wants to talk to me. I know Glenn Litwalk over in Santa Monica. He's got a nice office. And, I'm kind of like overjoyed that she does have legal counsel because I still like study the Talmud with my rabbis all the time. The head of the rabbinic court is my legal counsel these days. But having somebody she can turn to, who can kind of point her in the right direction and say you knew whatever you wanted. That's awesome. Yeah, it's really awesome. Where are you located there, Dan?
Well, we have offices in Los Angeles, in New York, in Chicago, and in Lackawaxen, Pennsylvania.
Chicago, Lackawaxen, Pennsylvania. My office, as you can see, is located here in Stewart Park, here in Seattle, which is kind of like a nice getaway. It was designed by the people that did Central Park. And how much are you by the hour, by the way, Dan? I don't mean to take up too much of your valuable time.
I don't like to quote that on the internet, but whatever you think it is, add a 0 to it, and that's probably the right number.
Oh, I like the way you think. Yeah, I like the way you think.
Eric actually threatened to cut my head off the other day, so that was worrisome. Remember that, Eric?
Extraordinarily actionable.
Totally actionable. Well, you know what? I talked to my rabbi a lot, and he likes the direction that we're going. This kind of aggressiveness as a business leader. But also, I want to say I'm really sorry about that, because I actually really I think you're really beautiful, and you've got a great head on your shoulders, Elisa. And but yeah, of course, at the moment I was like, wait, what do you mean this person has been watching all these videos and every single email I send you is being watched by another man? Like, but of course, I didn't know that, and I didn't mean to antagonize you in such a way, especially as the leader of this show and such a great female leader and such a great female presence as well. You don't deserve to be threatened by anybody, you know. And if I become threatening, you know, I'm trying to put that aside for the, you know, the future of, you know, the bounce back. But you got to admit, there was a long time where there were a lot of people around that weren't just slightly threatening. They were, you know, exceedingly bad individuals.
Kermit and Friends. Yes, how can I help you?
I couldn't hear your lawyer before because I got interrupted by a phone call.
He said you were guilty, Barry. He said you were guilty. Listen to me.
I couldn't hear.
Yeah. Barry, he said you were guilty, right? That's what he said. He said you were guilty, and that's it.
No, that's not my question.
Oh, what was your question?
Well, it's our answer.
Is, they threw me in the street, and I violated their policies for release.
Okay.
And I violated their policies for release. They're supposed to find you a place to go before you're released.
Oh, so you didn't have anywhere to live?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
They just dumped me in the street, and they weren't supposed to legally do that.
Okay.
So I'm asking if I have a lawsuit based upon that, as well as the fact that the U.S. attorney for the last year in my plea agreement, they put that I was deemed incapacitated in my plea agreement under a guardianship under Florida Statute 744, that I should undergo a guardianship, which is a civil rights violation, I know. And over the last year, the U.S. attorney and the U.S. district courts have allowed me to represent myself as an incapacitated person illegally in a quorum nobis under 28 U.S.C. 1361 parentheses A.
You know, I'm starting to understand.
Okay, Barry, I gotta call you back. He's gonna answer your question. Oh my God.
I'm starting to understand why they threw him into the street. I think you know, he may have some kind of actionable thing there. I think he's going to probably have to enjoin with some other folks to make that happen. But you know, I think he should retain someone quickly and describe it less and let someone professionally describe what's going on with him, because his descriptions are becoming an actionable item all by themselves.
Right. So he should not contact you. You don't want to be contacted by him, right?
Yeah, I don't think I don't think I'm the right attorney for him. How about that?
That's a very nice answer. Okay, now we have a musical guest named Sigmund.
Rogas.
I have Sigmund here.
How do you like the background?
I do like it. Oh, actually, wait 1 second. Just stay, because I have to get your other guy on with you. You're doing some kind of duet. I have this other musical guest, Rebecca. Rebecca,
hello.
I'm so excited to have you here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you're actually the first musical guest.
Oh.
You were booked by my friend Tall, Dark, and a Handful.
Yes.
He booked you. He's a huge fan of yours. So do you have a song for us?
I do.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
Let me just 1 second. So this is like an old song. I just released a song yesterday, actually, but I'm not going to perform that one. I'm going to perform another one that I released like a few years ago, like 2-3 years ago.
Okay, great.
Okay, so should
Here
start.
You go.
Okay,
just go ahead.
So it's called Bygones Be Bygones. Here come those carefree days, whimsical and in a haze. The troubles of my heart all melt away. Technicolor memories are floating somewhere on a breeze. They turn from color to a faded gray. But sometimes those memories come back around. A ghost appears, the pain is found to still be there. We let bygones be bygones, so we tell ourselves, so we can feel free. Let bygones be bygones, but those wounds are still haunting me. In the quiet, in the dark, I feel the pain has left its mark. I'm tainted, jaded, broken, and afraid. How do I get rid of these spirits here to bother me? My mind can't keep going this way. And sometimes those memories come back around. A ghost appears, the pain is found to still be there. We let bygones be bygones, so we tell ourselves, so we can feel free. Let bygones be bygones, but those wounds are still haunting me. Haunting me. Oh, haunting me. Haunting me. Ooh. Ooh. We let bygones be bygones.
I love that song. So you said you just did that yesterday?
No, this is a song that I released like 2 years ago. And yeah, I think it was 2 years ago. It's called Bygones Be Bygones. There's a music video for it also.
Oh,
but
great. You got to send that to me.
Okay, I will. But I released another song yesterday.
Okay.
It's called Love in Danger. I'm not going to perform that because I don't actually have the music for it, but I released it. Yeah, it dropped yesterday. So.
Oh, awesome. Congratulations. Just getting a call. Kermit and Friends.
Thank you.
Kermit and Friends. No. Don't call me when you're like that, Erica. Erica, what's up? Erica, you're muted. Oh my God. Muted, Erica. What's up, Erica?
Sorry. I actually didn't mean to call you. Janelle and I.
That's weird.
I hit the wrong number. Anyway, Janelle and I are about to jump over and do Q&A. Is there anything else that you want to share? Or
No. I just want to make sure that she gave out all the information so people can take her course, because I feel like a lot of people need that course right now. We need to make money. A lot of people are unemployed. They just quit their job at Universal Studios or wherever they worked. So they need to make money. So they should follow Janelle Jones. How do they follow her? How do they find out about her? She has a website. Is she on Twitter?
Yes. I am putting it in the chat right now. You can bring it up. You see it?
Okay. Yes, I think I see it. I don't know which chat that was, but all right. So I think what Coach Love is doing is she's bringing Janelle over to a Q&A, which is cool. And then that way they can promote their, the course, right? The financial course and everything that she's doing. It's very exciting. Alex, what do you think of all that?
I love this. I mean, this show has so much going on. Like, I'm learning financial advice. I'm learning how to avoid people that just got out of prison. Elisa, I'm just also very into your look. Like, you have this look that I define. Oh, I love it. It's basically like Kate Beckinsale if she was looking at her reflection in a dirty puddle. It is absolutely everything that I'm into. Doe eyes and a bitch face. You look like you're going to eat me after a one-night stand, and I'm just into it. So honestly,
wow.
To be on such an eclectic show, truly, what an honor on a Sunday morning.
I'm so happy to hear that you're honored. Wow. Wait, so I'm your type?
Oh, 100%. I mean, you look like Elizabeth Hurley's sister, Jiz Hurley. Like, I'm super into everything that's going on right now. Like, if you tried to read my fortune outside of a Walgreens, I would 100% stop for at least 2 minutes.
Oh, really? Okay, so you would stop. So 2 minutes, that's all I get?
I mean, you have to earn it after that. You get the first 2 minutes for free. And then, honestly, though, if you can't do it in 2 minutes, what are we doing with our lives? Everything should be able to be done in 2 minutes or less.
It's so weird, Alex, because a guy, so I was walking down the street yesterday. It's a true story. I was walking down the street, and every time I walk past this specific restaurant, a guy talks to me from there, right? So this guy, he actually came out of the restaurant and stopped me as I was walking down the street, and he started to talk to me, right? But then he literally did lose interest after 2 minutes. He didn't ask for my Instagram. He didn't ask for my Facebook. He didn't ask for my Twitter. He didn't ask for my number. I was thinking to myself, he's not my type. He's not attractive. I don't like him. There's nothing about him I like. But why doesn't he like me?
Because he's playing games with you. That's a move right there. That is a pro move when you're hitting on somebody to go, act really interested and then back away. Because look, now you're thinking about this guy. I am. You wouldn't have been had he kept going, but Elisa, why can't we just go for coffee? Why don't we just take a walk around the park? Instead, he goes, I don't really need this. And now you're like, what's wrong with me? This is a mind game pro.
No, that guy ruined my life. And I was thinking maybe he was the one. Maybe looks aren't everything.
I mean, they 100% are. Do not fool yourself at any moment. Sorry, ugly people out there, but you're just not going to win this life. So really, I mean, I think this guy probably is into you, and now he's just playing this game because you're going to go back and be like, excuse me, sir, please remember me. And then he's got you right where he wants you.
Wow, what a cruel game that is. It really did make me think. I was thinking, what did I say? I mean, I just wasn't interested. But usually those are the guys that like me the most. The ones I have no interest in. They always love me. And then this one didn't. I thought, man, I am getting old.
No, you're not getting old. That's just the rules of the world, and whatever you want is not going to want you back. And that's why we all settle for something less.
Oh, do we do that? Do we settle?
It's the key to happiness, honestly. Stop chasing and just settle for what's in front of you, and we'll be much better off, I promise you. That's every single person that's in a relationship settled in some way, and they're all happier for it.
But somebody must have gotten a person that's good.
At first, yes. But over time, does anyone really stay good? Mutual attraction fades. You have to find other ways to be curious about each other. And so, yes, in the beginning, you're like, wow, I won a prize. But 6 years later, when you wake up and you look at the exact same person, you go, ha ha, you're still here. Ha ha ha. There's no prize.
Wow, I think he's really onto something. Kermit and Friends, how can I help you?
Hey, Lisa, it's Gonzo. This guy's great and everything, but we all came here for Johnny B. We didn't come here for this.
Gonzo, you're obsessed with Johnny B. You're obsessed. You're totally obsessed with Johnny B. It's like a sickness.
We're 43 minutes in. There's been no Johnny B.
He's not even here. I don't even see him right now. He's not. A lot of people aren't here. My fiance, I don't know where he is. Yeah.
Well, Johnny B's just as famous as any Dix. I'm sure he has a lot going on right now. But
what's your obsession with Johnny B? I mean, really, Gonzo, it's weird.
Because Johnny B he's the most entertaining person on the internet. I think it's weird that you're not obsessed with Johnny B.
No, I mean, I'm not really obsessed with anyone, but
maybe you should.
Maybe I should be.
Something wrong with you.
Oh, that's my problem.
Yeah, you're the crazy one. I mean, all right. Well, if you see Johnny B, can you let him up?
Yes.
When you get a chance, obviously.
Absolutely. All right. So there's some people that are obsessed with the others that are on the show. Very obsessed. Okay. So Sigmund, Do you have it together with your little Wappy friend? Do you have a song with Wappy?
Yeah, we do. I think
here's
I just
Wappy.
asked him to cue it up. It's called. Oh, there he is. He's got the
Hey,
thing
Wappy.
behind him. I was going to ask him to put that. Look how great our backgrounds are. We are pros. Okay, there's this song. It's a skit
Here, I'll
that we
post it in
started
the chat. Because
the vacuum cleaner salesman.
he kind of got excited. He said he wanted to do like a live duet, which I could do like some live singing possibly, but I have we have these skits that they're kind of like comedy skits, and I just posted the link. If there's a way, maybe we could play that over the stream on your end.
Well, what were you planning on doing, Sigmund? You were so excited. He sent me like 1,000 messages.
Nah.
So what were those messages about? Because I did not read them.
Everything. I could talk about my trip to Vegas. We could put that on hold for a second. The zip line, they put you in a harness, and then the thing drops down below you, and the door opens up, and you're flying over all these people. And they put everything you have in a bag because, like your hat, your camera, they don't want you trying to take pictures and dropping your camera and suing them. So everything that they think could be a problem has to go in a bag that hangs over your head. Anyway, it was an interesting thing. Okay, but about the music.
In Vegas? Okay.
Yeah, about the
So
music.
this is your musical partner. So this is a person I do not know. I do not know this person. He's your musical partner. So you sing duets together?
Well, we've recorded since December, and he does the.
Well, I'm actually like his producer.
He composed the music.
Okay.
I make
the writes the lyrics for the chorus, and that's
like a lot of
together.
spoken word, and I sing. I've been doing music for pretty much all my life now. But I went to school for classical guitar, so I'm a trained classical guitarist. And since then, I've been doing music production. So I'm doing that for almost 15 years now. So it's been a long time.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, great. And have you produced for anybody else besides Sigmund here?
Actually, well, there's like these IRL live streamers. You might have heard of that on YouTube. And I've done some, work for them. That's something that I've done. And I've done like other bands and stuff, but that's as far as, what my footprint on the internet might be known as. Like there was this live streamer named Scuff Justin Carey. He lives in Hollywood. He's an interesting kind of guy. And I produced like a hip hop song for him back in March 2020, I do believe it was, right before the pandemic hit. And then I've done other live streamers. There's this lady, she calls herself Corinne Forever. And I did a couple songs for her. They're all on SoundCloud, so you can find all them, on YouTube and SoundCloud. Of course, I'm on TikTok, Instagram, SoundCloud. You can find me on there as well. And,
wow, what a great band, right, Alex? What do you think of this band? What a great group of guys.
I mean, these guys
I've
look
known
like they
Sigmund
got
for years.
They look like they got lost at a Fish concert 20 years ago and have just been in the same acid trip ever since.
Are you supposed to be a comedian, or are we supposed to think that you're funny?
Well, the thing is, I don't really listen to Fish.
I'm excited to hear whatever jug you're about to play and calling it a music. I'm very excited. And honestly, sir, you look like Freddy Krueger post-death. This is a very good look for you. I'm super into it.
And what do you look like?
So many things. I mean, do you want to tell me? Because I could list off thousands of them. I mean, do you want to say a dirty mop, a bouncer at a recycling center, a meth labradoodle, Two-Face if he was only one face? I could do this all day, dude.
Well, you're like a character actor in a movie, like where they hire them for their characterness, right?
That's a compliment. Yeah, 100%. So if anyone's filming a movie out there and needs a deranged drug addict who lives in his mom's basement, hi, I'm here.
So you're an actor. Have you been in anything like a movie? I mean,
I've done some stuff. I'm not going to go ahead and flex my
credits
up here.
But I mean, you're looking for acting work. That's cool. So am I. And we're musicians too.
That's great. I'm actually really excited to hear your music. I know I'm talking smack right now, but by all means, I love artists and I just want to hear what
we have
you
a funny
guys have
thing
created.
recorded.
Okay, that's very nice. He's a little bit too nice to be a roaster, this guy.
Can
Alex.
we play the vacuum cleaner salesman thing? I mean, I think Wappy said he sent you a link, but
no, but there's no links. I thought you guys were going to perform something.
No. Well, I asked him. He says that unless we haven't rehearsed, that he's very professional.
Who's singing here? Someone has to be singing. Someone.
Well, they had breakfast with the Beatles that goes until noon. Did we maybe there's a couple. Here, I'll sing. Can I put my radio on? Not too loud, right?
No, you can't play Beatles. Let me just bring on Johnny B. Johnny B, you could save the day here. We were supposed to have a musical guest, Sigmund and Wappy.
Well, I don't have nothing queued up to sing at the moment because I just came on to clarify something. There was a comment about the MREs, and somebody said I was supposed to throw them at Lori's face.
Oh yeah, did you throw something?
I tossed the box of MREs at her feet. Did not touch her feet. Did not hurt her feet. I was just a little bit upset of people kind of trolling me a little bit. Because they said I got them and I wasn't going to eat them, wasn't going to use them.
But why throw something at your daughter Lori? That's what I was.
I was just mad. I said, "Here, take them all," because she thought I had hit them. And I said, "They're right here." And I reached around the back and then I tossed them forward onto the floor at her feet.
Dan?
I was just a little upset. I apologized to her and I apologized to the people out there that think I was being super just emotional. I mean, I go through things,
Yeah, it depends on Johnny B. What state are you in?
Michigan.
Yeah, see, it's a problem there. If you were in Ohio, it wouldn't be.
I don't know about that. I just got a little upset and
I will tell you this: I'm a graduate of the Ohio State University, so they'll take my diploma away if I actually represent anybody who's in Michigan. So I'm afraid you're on your own.
Wow, he doesn't want any of our people. Dan, what's going on? You're not taking on any new clients?
I want all of them, but I want to make sure I can really, really help them. And if I can't help them, I can't help them.
Some of them, Mr. Picky. You're Mr. Picky over here.
Some of them can't be helped, Elisa. That's just how it goes. Some of them just cannot be helped.
Dan's turning down money left and right. I wonder if he'd represent T-Bob, who actually calls the police on himself, right, Bob? Remember you called the police over and over, and then they took you away. Bob, tell them about your situation.
Oh, yeah, it's funny as hell. So, last year, I was calling 911 multiple times. I think they said 21 times. But these drugs was being hauled down the road, and it was obvious as hell.
All right.
So then I got arrested. I'm going to make it short. After I got out of jail, after the arrest, after my complaint against the police officers, who the bad ones, not the good ones that originally showed up there. I'm friends with some of them. What happened was this dude became a police officer and he was not born in America. He was born in Guatemala. So he's already been convicted of 3 felonies and fucking deported. He's not even supposed to be a cop here because he wasn't born here. And plus, he still has a citizenship in Guatemala, which means he has allegiance to the state, which goes against the Constitution. So he's not allowed to be a cop. So I got rid of his ass. And then 2 other cops are indicted over this shit too. And the investigation is still going on. Because I happen to know who brought the drugs across the border, who was transporting the fucking drugs, and how they were getting them around the last checkpoint. So that's only up there to showing me being charged with a crime from a year ago because it's still under investigation. Down here, they have to leave that up while it's under investigation. But here recently,
T-Bob, what crime were you charged with?
Abuse of 911, but it wasn't abuse. It was the fucking stupid ass cop that pissed me off. That made
you
me
were charged with abuse of 911.
Yeah, but it's not even going to court. They already dropped the charges. They're investigating the fucking cops for the crooked that let the drugs through because I had that much proof. So here's the deal. So recently, I was arrested by the same fucking cops that now had to come get a job over here. You see? And, well, one of them was definitely the same cop. She was the female that the cop gave the credit to arresting me for last year because she's a rookie and need credibility. She got an arrest real quick. And really, it was the dispatcher that came down to my house and arrested me. And he's not even a dispatcher. He's a cop that took over dispatch illegally, by the way. It's a felony in Texas for a cop to do that. And then he came as a dispatcher and arrested me. That's another felony. Then you got all my constitutional rights that were broken right there. See, He's trying to prevent me from reporting his fucking ass. That's against the Constitution. That's another felony. So I got like 7 felonies on all these cocksuckers. So, okay. So this year, here just last month, I got arrested. Why? Because I called a non-emergency phone number 6 times, 3 times, nobody answered. And they never said it was 911 that I'd gotten a hold of. Not one time. I even brought it up in the first phone call. I said, look, she says, this is an emergency. I said, no. This is why I did not dial an emergency number like 911. And they still arrested me. They wouldn't even let me show them on my phone that I didn't call 911. And I got to tell you, I smoke up all the fucking evidence before I open the door, so they couldn't even get an arrest on marijuana. I smoked a week's worth of fucking pot right there on the fucking spot, and you can watch the video.
How long ago was that, Bob?
About a month ago. That charge ain't going nowhere. I got to show up in June, I think June 4th for the court case. And then the one thing that a judge did after hearing what happened to me, he went back and called the woman that is in charge of all of the court-appointed attorneys for this part of Texas. And she took an attorney off felony cases to exclusively appoint her to my case. And that's how I got out of jail so quick, because, bam, I'm out of jail. And one of the local people, bail bondsman's sons, gave me a ride home. I didn't even have to pay for a Uber car or nothing. But it was that judge that got me that good attorney, which is why this case ain't going nowhere. How are you going to convict me of calling 911? I didn't even call 911. It's just that sometimes late at night, the call switches over to a 911 operator, even though you didn't call 911. But they never told me, not one time, that I was talking to 911.
It's hard to know where to begin after all that, Bob.
They arrested me for calling 911 6 times. The exact charge is silent abuse of 911 because of the 3 calls where nobody said anything. And then, but not the other 3 calls, which I was actually talking in. So basically, they got me for abuse of 911, and I didn't even dial 911 that night.
All right. Well, I guess probably what your attorney should do is have you put together a timeline, Bob, and then if they can sift through all that, maybe there's something they can do for you. That's about the best I would suggest on that.
I ain't worried about that. The question is, how much could I sue the city for false fucking arrest?
No, there's no limit on that. You can sue the city for what you can sue the city for the entire budget of the city. It doesn't mean you're going to be awarded that, by the way, but that's where I would start. I would start by suing them for what their annual budget is and work your way down from there.
Yeah, they're probably only going to award thousands as opposed to millions. I get that. But yeah, put something together for me. Let's go get them.
Okay.
I'll give you
what a team.
Court case number, anything you need.
Okay. Good to know.
All right. That's amazing. Wow, Bob, you got yourself some help here. You didn't know that was going to happen today.
No, had no clue. So I got some benefit off of just being in this show.
Exactly.
I know he's gay as hell, but I like the guy anyway. He just fucking cracks me up.
Was that for me?
Yeah, I think that was for you.
It's anytime somebody thinks I'm a homosexual, that is a total honor. Thank you so much for thinking I'm clean enough and sophisticated enough to be gay. Honestly, that is.
Okay, so wait, how do you identify then? Do you identify as bisexual or what?
I mean, I could ask you the same question, ZZ Bottom. How do you identify?
I'm straight. I challenge people to the Trump to my butthole all the time. I got a long list of them being challenged because I got a virgin butthole, and I know they don't.
Are you?
So yeah, I mean, that argument right there, right?
No, I don't think that settles anything. I actually think that's a completely questionable statement that you just made. Anyone who claims to have a virgin butthole has definitely had to think of that phrase before, just to cover up for the fact that they have been in a truck stop, highway, rest stop, glory hole at 2 a.m, just taking down their pants so they can clean themselves up.
Just goes into outer space. I'll tell you what. I'll challenge you to the Trump to buy butthole challenge, and you can come do it on my channel because I know how to do it legally.
Hey man, I'm a river. I flow. I'll do anything you want me to do. I'm always going downstream, so I'm open to new experiences.
That butthole to my butthole. Let's see who got the virgin butthole.
And honestly, we can use your beard to clean up afterwards. So, I mean, you haven't washed that thing in a couple of years anyway. We might as well.
It's gonna be clean. You know, tidy wipes and all. It's gonna be clean, baby.
Oh, I know it. You know what? I'm gonna stock up on extra baby wipes before I come over to you, Bob. This is going to be one messy adventure.
You're probably gonna have a lot of people out there wanting to kiss my ass.
Honestly, best case scenario. If I can get people there, then I am more of a wizard than I give my credit for.
Let me know ahead of time. My first contest is supposed to be on Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time with Corey Beeford. He accepted the challenge. And Jens is the judge. And we're going to pick 4 other judges out of the people that paid a $50 donation money to be able to get an invite into that private YouTube stream.
Well, I'm not surprised that somebody named Beefer is ready to take meat on camera.
He ain't even going to show up, I don't think. I think he's already been blowed the hell out.
Probably so.
Are the judges 4 guys, Bob?
No, you can be a judge if you want to.
No, it's okay. I was just wondering.
No, just judge. Is that guy is Corey? Does that look like a virgin-sized butthole compared to mine or not?
Elisa, you want to take this one? I have no idea how to respond to that question.
I don't really know either, but I'm looking forward to hearing about it. I won't be watching it, but I look forward to hearing all about it. See, Alex, he always challenges men to this butthole challenge, and very few, if any, usually respond. So I'm so happy that you're actually interested in that, because
you know why? It's
weird.
Because those men are insecure within themselves. Anyone who's afraid of a butthole challenge honestly needs to look deeper within themselves and ask themselves, why would I not be open to some sort of gaping experience? Honestly, don't clench up, don't tighten up, widen your horizons, everybody.
But are you okay with your butthole being all over the internet?
Sorry about that.
I'll just assume he is okay with it. So let's see. Dave, this is going to be a nice conversation. There's going to be no buttholes in this conversation. Dave, how are you?
Yeah, I'm all right, thank you. I did want to ask the lawyer some advice if he's still hanging around.
Oh, yeah, he's here. Isn't he a great lawyer? I just love him so much. He's so nice. Here he is.
Well, also, it's just real. I've never talked to a lawyer before, so that's kind of fun. But I realised that the law in America and England is probably going to be different. But I've got really bad neighbours. And, like, I don't want to be mean, because I'm a musician, so I'm kind of loud. But they're, like, excessively crazy loud all of the time. And I was wondering if there was anything I could do to get them to be quiet, but that, like, won't make me feel bad.
When you say they're loud, Dave, what are they doing that's so loud?
There's constantly like at least 30 or 40 people in their backyard, and they've got music on. And because there's a football tournament at the moment, so they've got the sport on all the time, really loud. And it's literally all night through. Like they'll begin about 5 o'clock and then they'll still be at it about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. And it's just exhausting. And it'd be real lovely if they could shut up. And I just wonder if there's anything you could advise that I do about it.
You know, I think probably the only shot you got at it is if they've gone beyond the maximum allowable number of people that can be in that space at one time. So I would work on that angle.
Oh, well, they definitely, especially with coronavirus, like they've definitely broken all of them rules about how many people are meant to be in one place at the same time. I just feel really bad because, like, I don't want to complain and ruin anyone's fun, but it's been every day for weeks. And I went away this last weekend because it was my birthday. And just to be away from them for like a day was tremendous. It felt like I had a year holiday because they've just been awful. And I'm looking old as well. Like I'm just knackered. It's so tiring all the time. So yeah, it'd just be lovely if they could just be quiet for a bit.
Yeah. Have you done anything to talk to them?
Yeah, like the thing is, like, they're really nice individually. Like I popped round and they just invited me to join them, which I don't mind. But you can't be doing that every single day because I've got a life to be getting on with.
I'm on the show.
All right. Well, I would probably
Free run, Jeremy.
I would look to sue them for the maximum occupancy thing. That's where I go.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, we don't hear you now.
Sorry, I was muted. Thank you so much for helping Dave Robinson. He's such a great guy. I have some music of his to play later. We have my fiance, Andy, here. Andy, this is my lawyer, Dan. You should know him.
Hi, Andy.
I hope I don't have to get to know you too well.
So, Andy, he's been helping us with things. So can you think of anything offhand that we might need help with? Like maybe like your situation, like,
Which one? Give me a hint in case I don't want to put it out there.
Well, I mean, there was like fire in your apartment the other day. I saw you're having a problem with one of your ex-boyfriends, that kind of thing.
No, there's no.
No, everything's perfect now.
No, but there's no thing where I need a lawyer.
You don't need a lawyer?
Andy, I think if I talked to you for about 30 minutes, I'd probably come up with 20 different things I could probably do something with you on. So,
Maybe.
It might be worth a conversation. Actually, you and I know a couple of the same people, Andy. So, I did a thing on Valley Junk TV for a little bit.
What's that?
You did an episode of Valley Junk TV.
Valley Junk what?
TV. Ryan Kendrick. Yeah, Ryan Kendrick. Do you remember Ryan Kendrick?
No, Elisa, have you heard of what is he saying? Valley Junk?
Valley
I don't know.
Junk
It sounds
TV.
like
It was a
something you
web
might have
series.
done.
It was a web series you were on, Andy.
I'm on about 2 web series and TV shows a day.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's hard to remember, if you're on something.
And
it
I
really
did
is.
5 movies during Corona. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
I should send you some.
I have a caller. Kermit and Friends, how can I help you?
Shite.
Who is that?
Dave. It's Dave's neighbor.
Oh, it's Dave's neighbor. Oh, okay. Hey, Dave's neighbor. Oh, okay.
He's fucking up all night, playing the guitar and whatnot.
Yeah, he's up all night, right? He's playing music. He really is a great musician. He needs to practice.
Tell him. How about that? How about I see you, Dave? You son of a bitch.
Okay. So, Andy, I wanted to tell everybody the story, your Vegas story. So, no woman wants their fiance in Vegas, right? Am I right about that, you guys? Nobody wants their fiance in Vegas. So, Andy calls me, and Andy says, "You're not going to like this, but I'm going to Vegas, and I forgot to invite you." Right? So this is how I think that God really is on my side, because then 20 minutes later he calls again, and he could not get to Vegas. He's trapped like a rat, right, Andy?
Yep. A rat with a broken ankle and a broken hand.
Yeah. So now he's in bed like a good boy, right? You've been so good.
I hate it though. I've been in bed for like 3 days.
You've been in bed for 3 days just by yourself?
Yeah, look.
Oh, see, this is what I'm trying to explain to people. Andy's actually my dream husband. I mean, he's injured. He can't do anything. He can't get up. He can't be in Vegas. He can't have any fun. He's the perfect man. Okay. I don't really want somebody to date that's able-bodied. I want someone disabled. Okay. I want someone disabled that cannot move, that can't do any sexual activity. And Andy's the perfect guy for me. That's what I'm saying.
Well, come on. Just right now. I just broke it last week. But doesn't seem like it's going away.
Oh, really? Well, it broke and you never fixed it.
I've done that before where I go to the doctor, they put a cast on it. I spend money, and then I get home and I just rip the cast off.
Wow.
Can you believe that, Eric? Andy was unable to go to Vegas because he's injured. He's not well.
You know, Andy should be able to go wherever Andy wants. Andy's a superstar. He's like a supernova, and he's like one of the biggest superstars.
Keep talking.
He's breaking up, but he's wrong in what he's saying, because I love it that Andy can't go anywhere. I love it that he's in bed and he's just all cozy in there and there's nobody in there with him.
I'm not cozy, and I'm in pure pain and hell.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
And I brought Eric over to talk about his art.
Oh, Eric the artist. Hey, Eric.
Hi, I'm chilling.
So you have your beautiful artwork behind you. If anybody's interested in that, how do they get in contact with you?
Oh, they can reach you. I'll give you a fee. Yeah, I'll pay you if you help me out.
Okay. All right. No problem. I actually love your artwork.
Thank you. Here, we'll just look at close at one.
Absolutely beautiful. I love that one. So how much does that go for? One like that orange one?
Only $40.
$40?
Only 40.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Let me see that. Let me see. Go back over there. Go back over there.
How do I?
$40.
Screen turned on.
Wow.
Yeah.
That wasn't bad.
This is great. Okay. Well, I can't see anything now, but I think everybody is impressed with Eric's artwork. It's $40. Are you sure? Are all of them 40?
No, he messed that up. The
You
little
messed it up?
baby ones are 40.
Okay, the little baby ones are. Okay, are you in charge of this, Andy?
Yes.
So Andy, oh, look how cool that is. That's all cool. I love his colors that he uses. And then if they want to follow you on Instagram to see more of the artwork, I think it's, can I say what it is, Eric?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so it's Scroll Deep, and I'm friends with him on Instagram. And I actually really love what he does there. It's amazing. Okay, so Eric, the other Eric has a question. Let me take him. Where is he? I don't see him. He signed off. Okay. Oh, look at that. I actually posted that one, I think.
Oh, yeah. The one before it. This is a new thing.
Oh, this is a new thing?
The second
Okay,
one.
great.
African faces.
I love it. His artwork is good. And you know what? Eric has a good personality because the other artist I was working with, William Quigley, bad personality. So at least Eric has good artwork, good personality, instead of good artwork, bad personality, like the last guy. Oh, look at that. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Good. You guys, so reach out to me if you're interested in Eric's artwork. So Andy, what were you supposed to do in Vegas? What were your plans?
Go to this movie premiere that my friend produced, and I was going to meet the director and the producer to do more projects in the future. Kind of sucks.
So is there any way that you could meet that person here? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because it's good that I didn't go. If it's killing me just laying in bed, I would have made it way worse because they're still there.
Oh, they're still in Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking, when you did call me, actually, I don't even know why you called me. I think you just called me to say, you're not going to like this. I'm going to Vegas, right? Yeah. So it just makes me think, things are meant to be, so maybe you were just meant to be here, just you and Eric and just being good and recuperating. I mean, I don't know. Let's ask people's opinion on this. Alex, do you think it was karma or fate that Andy wasn't allowed on the plane?
I do think it was fate because Andy, if you had gotten on that plane, you would have tried to lick a flight attendant's face, and we do not need another white man getting kicked off a plane right now. We just, we've had enough of those videos after the insurrection, and I don't need to see you in that state.
Oh, I just saw one this morning. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
Oh, it was hardcore. He got real violent, and they were holding him down like 3 to 5 men, and the stewardess or whatever you call them now, flight attendant, said, "Can we have all strong men to the front of the airplane?"
Which is why they wouldn't let you on in the first place, I imagine, right?
No, I don't have my ID.
Yeah, he didn't have an ID. That's why they didn't let him on the plane.
Isn't your face ID enough at this point? Like, can't you just...
And it was a private jet, too. And I'm like, it's the coronavirus made things get worse.
Gosh, that darn COVID ruining everything like always.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. We have Wappy was holding a guitar. Wappy, do you have a song?
Would you like me to do something?
Sure. Yeah.
When you grab a hold of me, tell me that I'll never be set free. 'Cause I'm a parasite Creep and crawl, I step into the night. 2 pints of booze. Ooh, tell me, are you bad fish too? Are you a bad fish too? Ain't got no money to spend. I hope the night will never end. Lord knows I'm weak. Won't somebody get me off of this reef? Be on the big blue whale. Grab the reef when our duck diving fails. I swim, but I wish I never learned. No, no, because the water's too polluted with germs. But I dive deep and it's 10 feet over. Hell yeah. Grab the reef underneath my bed, underneath my bed. Got no course with God. Ain't got no time for growing old. Lord knows I'm weak. Won't somebody get me off of this reef? Ooh, yeah.
Wow. That was
Thanks for letting
good.
me do that.
Yeah, anytime.
Is that
Wappy
Sublime?
Blanket on SoundCloud. Me and Sigmund are doing lots of skits. We're doing music. We're also doing getting into acting. We're becoming actors. We got Lost in the Desert, Bone Cancer is one of the skits. Rex Air Rainbow. We did.
So
like
this is your partner. So you're musical partners together, you and Wappy?
Yes.
That's so great. I love that.
We just started in December. We just passed 6 months. We've already recorded 7 albums. I go up there once a month, and it's like clockwork. I get up there on Thursday afternoon. We're always up till at least 6 in the morning. It's like a forced lifestyle that we voluntarily accept. I mean, it's an extreme lifestyle.
I love that, Sigmund. I love him as a partner for you.
Yeah.
He's perfect. Yeah, it's really, really congratulations, because it's hard to find a partner.
What song was that he sang?
I think that's his song.
No, because Eric knew it. He was singing it.
All right, I'll ask him. Hold on one second. Kermit and Friends.
Hey, Elisa, this is Eric. I just wanted to, again, tell you that you look beautiful. And of course, Wappy and Sigmund, you two are a dynamic duo. You're going to go far, I can already tell. I also want to ask you a question. Can I ask you a question, Elisa?
Sure.
Sure. I'm probably going to come to town to do dinner with the rabbis from our company. I might drop by the sales company. And I was wondering if you and Andy are doing anything this weekend.
No, we're not.
Wait, this weekend? You mean next weekend?
Yeah. Yeah, this upcoming weekend.
No, what do you want to do? We'll do something.
What do you want to do?
I was thinking like lunch. Like
okay,
lunch on the beach or something.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay. Maybe I'll give you a call when I get into town.
Yes.
Okay, sure.
Okay. That sounds great. There's a great place on I'm sure you and Andy know it. It's a Mexican joint right on the pier, at the end of the pier. It's not very expensive, but it's quality and there's a great view.
That sounds nice, Eric.
Well, I've been there, but
But looking forward to meeting you, Andy.
I've been there and I love it, but I don't.
So, Andy, how do you feel about that? That's Eric.
I don't want Mexican food because when I first got to town, that's all I ate every day for probably 3 years. And I just don't like it anymore.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll still.
But there's other restaurants at the end of the pier that are they're even more beautiful and also not expensive.
Okay. It's nice that he wants to take us out. I mean, he did threaten to cut my head off recently, but I'm sure he changed his mind. And it's not about that. He probably just wants to hang out.
And if he really wants that Mexican thing, then I'll just eat before I get there.
Okay. Kermit and Friends, how can I help you?
Hey, Lisa, it's Gonzo.
Hey, Gonzo.
Is Andy crazy? Didn't Eric threaten to cut his head off like 2 weeks ago? Why are you guys gonna go to dinner?
See, that's the thing. Andy doesn't remember things. He doesn't remember a lot. So
you tried to cut my head off?
He said a couple things about it, but it's okay. He sounds like he changed his mind.
Well, my friend Ted Bundy wants to take you out for a steak.
Who?
Ted Bundy?
Oh, Ted Bundy. Yeah, that'd probably be a better choice. That was Gonzo. He's right, though. Yeah, we were both threatened by Eric, but maybe maybe he changed. Did people change, Roy? What do you think? You think Eric changed?
I don't know. I don't know about Eric, but but I'm really enjoying the show. I have a couple of comments and questions.
Sure.
So one comment is with Janelle Jones, she talks about making money off of a stock or a cryptocurrency. One thing is how much capital gains do you have to pay? So if you, for instance, let's say make $100,000 off of a stock, how much do you have to pay back to the government because of capital gains?
Okay, maybe Coach Love knows. I do not know. Coach Love, do you know the answer to that question?
I don't know exactly how much you have to pay, but I'm going to call her and see if she picks up, and then we can ask her.
Did you do your Q&A with her, Coach?
I did. I did, and she told me about an event that they're having in Atlanta for 17 prodigy children. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. It's crazy. I'm like, oh my goodness, where are all these smart kids coming from?
Their parents must be smart, and also wait, hold on. There's a lot of feedback. Hold on one second, Erica. I think it's Erica actually. Wait, Erica, headphones. I think the parenting. I think she did put money into it. Okay, I think she did put money. Oh, she's calling me. Okay, I think she did put some money into it. She did invest in her kids, a lot of money. I think it was somewhere around $100,000, if I heard correctly. So right. I knew there had to be money there somewhere to start. So I guess you have to be willing to do that and willing to not get that money back.
Yeah. The other question is, so I invested in cryptocurrency also, and it is great money. It is the best time to buy now because it's down. I mean, literally a couple of months ago, I should have taken some out. And so, does she have any advice on what kind of cryptocurrency? Bitcoin's 36, 35 now, Ethereum, Balancer, Ox. Any advice on that? Dogecoin? Any advice on what kind of cryptocurrency to buy? Because it is time to buy now. It's so low right now.
Okay.
And it's an opportunity to make some serious cash.
I bought Bitcoin when it was $6,000.
Oh my God, you're making money.
No, because I only bought a little bit, and then
it's okay.
Then when it hit about 47 or 50, I sold it.
Yeah, I mean, I bought Bitcoin at 33 and 46, and it's down to 34 now. So it's down.
34.
But so
but
I bought.
Ray, it can keep dropping.
It could.
Oh.
That's when you buy. Because it's gonna be a bull market this year, and so you can make some serious money.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump back in. Are you? But how do we know? Does anybody know if it's going to be dropping?
It's dropping now. I mean, I look at my investments every day, a couple times a day.
Yeah.
I usually buy it late at night because it goes down. 12 o'clock my time. And so, Dogecoin is down. Ox is, I bought Ox, Balancer, Sushi Swap is another one. They're all down. So if you can put money now, hopefully by the end of the year, you can just take it out and make some cash.
Oh.
Should we do that, Andy? I thought we were going to make a business together. So my idea was you love deep dish pizza a lot. And when I look for deep dish pizza for Andy around town, I hardly see any places. There's 2 places with deep dish pizza. So I thought if we made a pizza shop together that had deep dish pizza, I thought that would be a good business for us.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, so we're going to work on it.
And that's where I come from, Chicago, where they had deep dish pizza. That's why I love it so much. And there's only 2 places here, but one of them's not good. And I
know that's the thing. It's very hard to find. So when Andy's hungry, he wants 2 things: deep dish pizza and carpaccio. And there's no real carpaccio restaurants that focus specifically on that. So all of Andy's needs we could create businesses. We have to do this. We need to do this. T-Bob, you have breaking news about Mark Cruz. What is that news?
Who's Mark Cruz?
Okay, a lot of people don't know Mark Cruz. He's a well-known con man, con artist. And what most people don't know about him is he's always trying to get near little children, like 13, 15, 17-year-old girls. So I want to show everybody his actual conviction record. Just hold on a second.
Okay.
Can y'all see that?
What did he get in trouble? Oh, he does look familiar, like I've seen him in the news.
Oh, I'm going to show you who he is.
Wait, so what's your role in this, Bob? Why are you so interested in this?
He probably just
because he keeps trying to get around little kids. He had a karate studio, and in the karate studio, Channel 4 News showed up. Oh, that's from my one.
Little kids.
Here he is right here. So he started up recently under the Ace Striker name. He's got so many aliases.
Why is he not in jail?
Well, here's the deal. Yeah, that's a good question. In 1997, they were not the federal government was not giving money to the states to help prosecute these felons. Nowadays, they are. Back then, that registration thing, whatever the hell you call it, it wasn't up and going yet, right, in the 90s. So that didn't come about until after 1998, the year 2000, 2004. And even then it was scarce. The judges placed people on that watch list, the sex offender list. That's it.
Yeah.
So he never had to register on the sex offenders list. And his lawyer was able to battle it down to all he had to do was pay a fine.
I think the most appropriate person to bring up right now would be the lawyer, Dan. Dan, what's going on with Bob?
Okay, this dude right here that I'm showing you over here, Cruise Control's got all the information.
Dan.
Yeah.
Thoughts on Bob?
I'm not sure even what to do with Bob on this one. So
No one does. Yeah, Bob is out of control. He's been talking about this Mark Cruz guy for a week now. Bob, I don't know what documents those are, but I don't think you're supposed to put them on Kermit and Friends. So just Bob, I'm gonna take you off right now. Andy,
the lawyer, I do have a thing coming up. I just remembered. I wonder how good is your lawyer? How good
he's really good. Look at him.
Yeah, is he really, really good?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, I have one thing I want to talk to you about. See, because my lawyer is, I mean, I can't tell if someone's good or not. You know.
Well, I think you have to assess it by their win and loss record. You have to assess it by the kind of cases that they actually take on and win and what they consider their specialties to be.
Maybe you can, yeah, I do, but maybe you can help me figure that out because he wouldn't tell me. He would just lie. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, if I can help, I'm happy to do it.
Yeah.
See, Elisa, there. Look, I'm taking someone on. See, I didn't take it. I didn't throw everybody away.
Finally got someone. Okay, perfect. All right. Well, you haven't heard really what it's about yet. What is it about, Andy?
Well, it's about. I'll tell you later.
All right. Yeah, he's going to reach out to you. I hope you don't mind.
That's fine. That's what I'm here.
Wow. What a great guy. This guy, Dan, is unbelievable. If people want to connect with you, Dan, how do they reach out to you?
I'll put something in the chat, I guess.
All right. Perfect. Thank you. So you're such a doll. We just love you here.
Glad to be here.
Wow. What a great guy. Don't you love him? Okay. Hold on. Kermit and Friends. Kermit and Friends.
Hello, yes, this is Sigmund's landlord. I wanted to ask Dan some legal advice.
What?
Well, I was doing an inspection at Sigmund's backyard and I found a corpse of a young lady. She's been missing apparently for quite some time. I just want to know if Dan knows how to go about, handling this matter. Because
what's the name of your novel? It sounds like you're a fiction writer.
Quite scared of the gentleman.
All right. Sigmund's getting upset. He's getting red.
No, I've been on this gun. I'm ready for Zuma Beach. But anyway, no, I mean, obviously this guy's a spontaneous fiction writer, so I'll give him credit for that.
Yeah. So how great was this guy Wappy that you brought on the show? He
Yeah, he
was
said he
amazing.
listened to the playback and he loves it. And he's, musicians are super critical about their own stuff. They fix all this. And he said he's really happy. He said, thank you for inviting me on the show. So finally, he appreciates me.
Yeah. So anytime he wants to come on, he's very good. And his sound was good. That's the one tough thing about playing music on the show. It's hard to get the sound right, but he did. So yeah, anytime he wants to play, I'd love to have him.
Baby, what was the song?
I don't know. Did you find out?
Oh, it's by Sublime called Bad Fish or something with a fish in the name. He sent me the message.
Okay, great. Yeah. That's what we thought. That's what Andy thought. So yeah, Sigmund is a great guy. Sigmund, any luck with women in Vegas? You were in Vegas.
Yes.
What happened?
Two different kinds. I'm glad you asked. Because when I was, Margaritaville, it's right across from Caesar's Palace next to Paris. It's Jimmy Buffett's, but this is the one in Vegas. And I thought, well, that's the one I want to go to. I've been to a few of the others. Anyway, so I went in there in the afternoon and I met this nice lady and she was sitting like 2 seats down with her son in between her husband and the other side. We talked for so long because, when two interesting people meet each other, it can go on forever. And so she came over and stood right next to me, like between her and after about a half an hour, her husband comes over and says, okay, this is done now or something. But he's a bowler. He's a professional he's an IT guy, like makes money from computer stuff. Yeah. But he's apparently a touring bowler, like at the age of 64 or whatever, seniors bowling tour. Anyway, that was one person. The other one was this fantastic waitress that we had, whose name I won't say, or the restaurant, but I will say it was in Caesar's Palace. And, there's too many restaurants to figure it out. But she was a veterinary student. She said she dropped out. I said, you mean because it's too heartbreaking to look at those sick animals? And she said, yeah. So she makes more money, way more. Veterinarians, like school teachers, really don't get paid, apparently. And so... Yeah.
So you didn't. It sounded to me like you did not get laid in Vegas.
No, that wasn't the point.
Oh, okay. So you met a waitress.
And by the way, I sent them the link for this show, especially the woman Kate May, because she had her Facebook page. So I sent her and a lot of people the link for this show. So I'm building.
That's so nice. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Kermit and Friends, how can I help you?
Yes, this is the Las Vegas Police Department. We have a dead veterinarian.
Dead what now?
Veterinarian.
Oh, I see. I'm the serial killer. That's why all the dogs bark at me. I'm glad we got to bring this up. For years, dogs, when I come near them, they just go ape shit. And, I had to use that word. Like, what did I do? It must be from past. I must have murdered him. I was the Hitler of dogs in a previous lifetime, apparently.
Oh my gosh. So Alex, I know you have to go. I saw you write that in the chat, but I just want to promote Alex. He's an amazing guy. He was so nice to us here. Is there anything that you want to promote, Alex, that people should check out of yours?
Yeah, go listen to my podcast, Achilles Heel, watch my performances on like America's Got Talent. I have a special on YouTube live from London. And just honestly, just go love everyone in your life today. Tell people how much they mean to you before you talk shit all over them. That's how you get away with this, guys. It was an honor to be here, Elisa.
Wait, is that what your book's about?
So yeah, I can actually show you. Hang on. Real quick, my book is called Roast Yourself to Happiness, a comedian's guide to finding joy by embracing your flaws. And I will teach you how to write roast jokes about yourself to take the power away from other people. It's a 28-day workbook, everybody. It's available on Amazon. Go get it. Bam. Forward by Jeff Ross, everybody. Yeah. Wait, can I get my camera? Yeah.
I'm a master at that, with roasting myself.
Yeah, I know. Andy, you've been doing it better than anyone ever could for years. That's why no one can take the power away from Andy Dick. Honestly, this man shit on a cake that was designed for Moby to be a vegan cake, and he shit all over it at backstage at an after party. I mean, Andy, you are a legend, and I don't know if you're God or the devil, but you're somewhere in between, and I couldn't be happier to be here with you.
Wow. Is that a true story, Andy? You didn't really do that.
I lost track of whose cake I was shitting on, and maybe there were multiple ones because I thought it was Ben Stiller.
I'm reading Moby's book right now, and he claims it was his cake. So I don't know.
Maybe Ben was at the party. I don't know.
Wow, Andy, that's really disgusting. That's really bad.
I find it disgusting too. Sometimes I'm like, did I really do that?
You couldn't have done that.
No, I
That's
don't think I did. I think what I did is I got up on the table and pretended like I was going to. I pulled my pants down, but nothing came out.
good. I'm really glad nothing came out. Wow.
But it's still gross. I mean, my butt is like right there next to the cake.
Oh,
Horrible.
you're still not doing stuff like that. Now you're perfect. You're just in bed. You can't even get to Vegas. You're perfect now. Perfect fiance, right? How's our engagement going, by the way? I mean, I haven't really seen you.
It's good. I was going to ask you, did you think I was going to Vegas to get laid?
Well, I mean,
I never would do that.
really?
No, I don't have sex with strangers, like hookers and strangers and strippers and like that.
Really? You would just go there and just what? Like just walk around or?
Oh, it was the premiere. I was going to be in the red carpet, go out with the director, go out with the producer. They wanted to talk to me about some things.
Mike Tyson was there.
Mike Tyson. Sharman, is it possible that a guy could go to Vegas and just not do anything weird?
I mean, I don't know any guys that go to Vegas and don't do anything dirty. Isn't that the
Yeah.
whole thing about Vegas? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. It's a
Yeah, exactly.
I don't go
it's a
there
good
for
thing.
that. I really, really don't. And the people that were in the movies, the movie that I was going to go see was Ewan McGregor and Chris, what's his name? Chris. Oh shit, I can't remember.
Hemsworth?
It's called the
Hemsworth?
birthday cake. The birthday
Birthday
birthday.
cake. Is that what we're all watching this week?
Yeah, we're gonna watch that and see who
Yeah.
Andy would have met if he would have went to Vegas.
I
It's
don't
so
know the
sad.
But Andy, I want you to elevate that ankle. You're supposed to be doing the rice treatment for your ankle. It's rest, ice, compression, and elevation. That ankle is supposed to be above your heart. We care about you. We want you to heal.
I'm trying to.
But not heal too much. We still want him in bed, not doing
Right.
anything.
We don't want you
Okay.
going anywhere quickly. We
sleeping
want you to be close by so we can keep an eye on you, feed you, nourish you, hydrate you, right? Get you good and ready for a wedding. You got to walk down an aisle, and we got to keep you away from the wedding cake.
Yeah.
No wedding cake
Yes.
for you.
Yeah.
That's a really good point.
Well-
I don't see Lori here today. I wonder who's doing the wrap-up show.
I don't know what's going on.
That's weird. I don't see her. Wait, let me ask her dad. Wait, John, where's Lori?
She's here. She ended up not having to work. I don't know what she's doing up there. I haven't seen nothing from her. She didn't answer me when I did the intercom, but if she does, she'll probably watch a quick replay or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I thought I was going to end up taking it over anyways because she wasn't supposed to be here. So I'll be doing something about the show on my usual nightly stream.
Okay, and how do you feel about your Gonzo's obsession with you? It's kind of weird, right?
I love Gonzo. He's a nut.
He really is obsessed, and it's interesting. I mean, I don't know how far he's going to go with it, but do you have a song to play us out, Johnny?
But I didn't. I was hoping not to be the end of everything, but
Well, we'll talk after.
I could probably get Andy to snap his fingers and tap his toes to a little Bobby Darin.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Mac the Knife.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I love
I've got it queued up, so
Oh, I love that.
to get me off the little side screen. I want people to see my background and stuff.
Oh, the shark has.
All right, here you go, Andy. Oh, the shark, babe, has such teeth, dear. Yeah, he shows them pearly white. Just a jackknife has old Mac Heath, babe, and he keeps all out of sight. You know, when the shark bites with its teeth, dear, scarlet billows, they start to spread. Fancy gloves, though, as old Mac Heath, babe. So there's never a trace of red. Down the sidewalk, oh, Sunday morning, there lies a body just oozing life.
Even someone sneaking around the corner.
What happened now?
Could that someone call me Mac tonight? There's a tugboat who's down by the river, don't you know?
I can't hear it anymore.
We're sitting men back, just dropping on down. Oh, this man is just for waiting, dear. 5 will get you 10. Oh, Mackie's back in town. Did you hear about Louis Miller? He disappeared, babe. After drawing a hard-earned cash. Now Mickey spend like a sailor. Could it be our boys done something right? Oh, get that fire. Good Suki Tasha. Oh, Miss Lottie Lee. And old Lucy Brown. Oh, the last phone will
on the right page.
Now that Maggie back in town. Oh, Suki Tasha. Look out, Miss Lonnie Lily. And old Lucy Brown. Yes, the last phone on the right page. Now that Maggie back in town. Look at old Mackie's back.